Decision 88, election update. Here is Tom Brokaw, NBC News.
Good evening. Senator Bob Dole wins a doubleheader tonight in South Dakota and in Minnesota. Let us show you our projections now in those Midwestern states. Dole is our projected winner in South Dakota, and a very impressive showing tonight in Minnesota as well for Senator Bob Dole. And look what else happened in Minnesota. Pat Robertson, our projected runner-up, beating out Vice President George Bush. On the Democratic side, in South Dakota, Missouri Congressman Richard Gephardt, our projected winner over Massachusetts Governor Michael Dukakis. The vote now in South Dakota. As you can see, more than half of the vote has been counted. A very significant victory tonight for Richard Gephardt. It is his second Midwestern win. He won in Iowa, of course. Michael Dukakis spent a lot of money in South Dakota and was well organized but fell off the pace in the closing hours of the campaign. And Al Gore, who is trying to demonstrate that he's a national candidate, not just a regional candidate, gets only 8% of the vote. On the Republican side, Bob Dole, the winner in South Dakota, and another close race for second place between Robertson and Bush. If Robertson beats Bush here, it will be the third time that he has defeated the sitting vice president in the rural Midwest. So that would not be a good night for Vice President George Bush. We'll have a complete wrap-up on all of this tonight, including interviews with Gephardt and Dukakis at 11:30, 10:30 Central Time. For now, I'm Tom Brokaw, NBC News, New York.
Come on, you guys. The sun's already up. It's going to be a golden day.
Let's eat.
Oh, those golden grahams. Oh, those golden grahams. Crispy, crunchy graham cereal, family breakfast treat. Oh, those golden grahams. Oh, those golden grahams. Golden honey, just a touch with Graham's golden wheat.
It's a great tasting part of a complete breakfast for the whole family.
Try those golden grahams and have a golden day.
After you take away the bread, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise, what have you got? Well, with Oscar Mayer bologna, you've got meat, and lots of it. Cuts from the beef brisket, chuck, round and flank. Cuts of pork side and shoulder, never cereal or filler. Oscar Mayer bologna. The beginning of a beautiful sandwich.
When can I pick up the pictures?
Thursday.
Thursday, okay, let me make a note of that.
You gonna write it down there?
I was going to,
Oh,
yeah.
well, then let's say Tuesday.
You mean 2 days earlier?
No, 5 days
5 days later. I thought as much.
If this customer were at a Photomat store, we'd be introducing him to our brand new picture pickup promise. Photomat's way of telling you exactly when your pictures will be ready.
That quick?
Sure, and if it doesn't work out, you get a free roll of film.
Oh, no. You get in trouble for
It's
that.
no problem.
Huh?
It's a Photomat policy.
The Photomat picture pickup promise.
Is there a Photomat store around here?
Saturday, the fun starts when Nancy meets Francie, Sunshine's mom.
Actually, we live a very quiet life here. Oh, I won't. And what do you call this? Bad timing.
Then there's a fire at the fishes.
The empty house 2 doors down, it's on fire.
Could Victor be a firebug?
These children are under my supervision.
Go fish!
And Starsky and Hutch are set up by the mob. Right after Blansky's Beauties and Fish.
I can't believe this. You know, Gravy Train's really been improved. Look how the guys go for it. It's a big improvement because Gaines just added a natural beef flavor. Improved Gravy Train even looks different. And dogs can taste the difference, wet or dry. Tests show they prefer its new beefy taste over old Gravy Train 3 to 1. It's fully nutritious, too. New Gravy Train, a big improvement in taste. Right, guys?
I missed my big chance last time. Angie, I'm not going to miss it again.
There it is.
That's the Athena 2000 electronic machine by Singer. It's $100 off. Push these buttons. It sews 25 stitches.
Beautiful.
Even measures buttons and makes buttonholes to fit in one step. If you missed your chance last time, the big Singer sale is back.
Hey, Debbie, if you was my mother, what would you think of your son now, huh?
Oh.
You're the Pepsi generation. Come and have a Pepsi day. Come on, and taste the Pepsi way. Come on, and have a Pepsi day. Wrap a thirsty smile around it. Raise a Pepsi up and down it. Come on. Have a Pepsi day.
Are your teeth really their whitest, up close? Is your breath really its freshest, up close? They can be with new Close-Up, the toothpaste and mouthwash in one. Clear red Close-Up has 2 whiteners that get teeth whiter than the toothpaste most people use, and a real mouthwash. So it not only gets your breath Close-Up fresh, it also gets your teeth Close-Up white. Close-Up is for close-ups.
This is Professor Goody speaking to you from a diving bell 400 feet beneath the ocean, where I'm about to prepare some delicious Aunt Jemima frozen waffles just for me, not for that pesky waffle whipper. Waffle, waffle, waffle. I take them from the freezer, pop them into the toaster, and light, crisp, golden brown with Aunt Jemima syrup on them. Aunt Jemima waffles for kids who like a square meal for breakfast. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Waffle, 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 waffle. Wallace, please stop. All right, Wallace, won't you join me? Waffle, 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 waffle.
That's a waffle whipper whipping an Aunt Jemima waffle. They're in your grocer's freezer. Is there a waffle whipper at your house?
Waffle, waffle.
A bunch of kids looking for action. So what's doing out on the street? Is this the way we ought to use our boy power? Think about it. America's manpower begins with boy power. Let's not waste it. Be a volunteer worker with the Boy Scouts.
All over the world, the word for great coffee flavor is Nescafe.
We're the world's favorite brand of instant coffees.
In America, Nescafe's great flavor comes 2 ways.
We're the world's best-selling too.
Nescafe Regular in the red label.
If Nescafe can please the whole wide world.
And now Nescafe Decaffeinated in the green label.
We can sure please you.
Same kind of flavor. Nescafe Regular, Nescafe Decaffeinated. What's your pleasure?
When the family's all together, life's the best that it can be. Life's more fun when you're munching when you're munching Fritos. 'Cause Fritos goes with fun, and fun makes family memories. And old or young, life's more fun when you're munching Fritos. Munching Fritos. Life's more fun when you're munching one, when you're munching one, when you're munching Fritos. Life's more fun when you're munching one, when you're munching Fritos. Grand corn chips.
Don't come near me.
Thursday, John Amos, Ernest Borgnine, and the cop of the future are set up by a girl on the edge. Then a new puppy brings Chrissy and Jack closer together.
Yeah, there's nothing a girl likes more than a little tickle on the tummy.
Three's Company after Future Cop and Barney Miller.
I'll give you $50 for those sneakers. $50. Okay?
You can have them. They're terrible.
It's to prove a point. Now, you wash in detergent alone, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's wash this sneaker in detergent alone and this one in the same detergent plus Clorox bleach. Now, see any cleaning difference?
The one I wash with my detergent is just 30. The one washed with Clorox looks so clean.
Clorox Clean. People can see the difference.
Hey, who woke me up? Oh, sorry, Cuckoo. It's this cold. I'm stuffy and my sinuses. Oh.
Try 4-way long-acting nasal spray, Nose. It relieves stuffy noses and sinuses up to 10 hours to help you breathe easier so you can fall asleep easier.
Hey, that's a blast.
A blast that lasts all night.
Thanks, Cuckoo. Your timing's right on the nose. 4-way long-acting nasal spray. The blast that lasts all night.
It's not too sweet. It's refreshing, crisp, and neat. Canada Dry Ginger Ale. It's not too sweet.
It's not too sweet. I repeat, it's not too sweet. Canada Dry cools your thirst. It's a taste that can't be beat.
It's not too sweet. It's a cold, refreshing treat. Canada Dry Ginger Ale. It's not too sweet.
Regular or diet, it's more refreshing because it's not too sweet.
When entering the world of art, you'd be smart to dress the part. Gentlemen prefer Hanes. With all the ladies draped in crepe, the artist loves the human shape. Gentlemen prefer Hanes. Hanes will make you smooth and silky, shapely, sexy. Wear a pair and you could be captured for posterity. Gentlemen prefer Hanes.
I hereby dub you the Easter Bunny.
Wednesday, a special family presentation narrated by Fred Astaire.
The Easter Bunny is coming to town today.
Let's all have a happy Easter.
The Easter Bunny's coming to town.
We here at the ad agency feel this commercial is provocative, motivating, and really classeroo. Now, what do you think, sir?
Only one shoe? Florsheim makes over 256 different styles. Show them all, big, big. What about the craftsmanship? Even our laces are better.
Have lace shoes?
Why don't we show a huge centipede wearing all the Florsheim shoes? I like that. That could be a musical. Shaboom, shaboom.
Hey, I like that.
I like that.
Everything down.
I come to show you why mannequin flavor plenty enjoyable. I need water. See, water make leaf stretch. Wrap cigar well. Mouth enjoy flavor. Yes? Mannequin flavor special.
Sheer enjoyment.
Nobody can connect you with more of this country than United Airlines. With low-cost vacations from Hawaii to the New York Islands, to the mountains, to the oceans, to the sunshine, and back again. That's why in the friendly skies we say, your land is our land.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me.
Danny, sounds like you've accidentally invented a thermochemical energy source.
A scientific wonder becomes a nightmare.
Someone's walking around with enough explosives to turn the city into a pancake.
A power that could mark the beginning of the end for the $6 million man.
How does your daughter feel about the wash? She couldn't care less.
Mrs. Shep just uses detergent alone. Let's see what happens when she adds Clorox bleach to one of her loads.
Which blouse would you rather wear?
This one. This one's much cleaner than this one. It's a good feeling to wear something clean.
Well, I said you wouldn't care. I mean, it's just so much whiter. It's very obvious. That's the Clorox one. And there is a definite difference. From now on, we'll just have to use Clorox.
Clorox makes the difference.
I see now that she does care.
Look, Linda, I just bought a new seamless support bra that's so beautiful. I have to show you. Oh, better show you this way. It's the Playtex Support Can Be Beautiful bra, and it's seamless. Don't you love these pretty details? And these smooth, seamless cups. Plus this secret support designed for real support. And you know, it's so pretty. It makes me feel pretty. The new seamless Support Can Be Beautiful bra from Playtex. Support can be beautiful.
The American Eagle. Goodyear's symbol for its all-American kind of radial tire. Goodyear is committed to product innovation. We introduced rayon cord in tires. We created the polyglass tire and the polysteel radial. And now the American Eagle with belts of Flex 10 cord instead of steel. Flex 10 is made from a flexible man-made aramid fiber that's pound for pound stronger than steel.
The tire for America, the American Eagle, the tire.
Pardon me, what kind of dog food does your dog eat?
Young fella, there's two things I know, checkers and dogs. Dogs like canned dog food.
Especially Herman here.
Do you think he'd like Gaines burgers?
Well, he might.
Yeah, leave this to me. Dogs like food that's moist and meaty.
But Gaines burgers are moist and meaty, see?
Go ahead, but...
And they taste terrific.
And you don't know nothing about checkers, neither.
Gaines burgers dog food. The canned dog food without the can.
I found a recipe you won't find in a cookbook, but it's sure nutritious and a real money saver, too. Take a quart of Carnation Instant Non-Fat Dry Milk. Add a quart of whole milk. Mix, chill, and serve. You get 2 quarts of fresh-tasting low-fat milk and make a real savings on your milk bill. Carnation Instant Milk. Good for you and your budget, too.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds don't. Almond Joy's got real milk chocolate, coconut and munchy nuts too. Mounds got deep dark chocolate and chewy coconut. Ooh. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Peter Paul, Almond Joy's got nuts, Peter Paul, Mounds don't.
Plus, now there's also a new Mounds with creamy rich milk chocolate.
What you're about to see is the world's most revolutionary telephone switching invention. We call it Super Switcher. It has almost no moving parts, yet handles 4 times more calls than its predecessor. It required an investment of $400 million, but should ultimately save $1 billion a year. And soon, every major American area will have one. Looks dull, eh?
Well, imagine that each of these cars is a long-distance call. This new invention can handle over 500,000 an hour. That's 5 days traffic on a busy Los Angeles freeway. Super Switcher. It should go a long distance to prevent traffic jams on your long-distance calls.
The Bell System. People using technology to help keep down costs and improve service. Keeping your phone system the best in the world.
It's the first show of the new year, and the Captain and Tennille do it right. With their guests Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis Jr., John Biner, Muhammad Ali, and Joe Namath. It's the new 1977 Captain and Tennille.
You are the apple of my eye, yeah. Forever you...
This is a cubic foot. There are 5 more of these inside the new Chevrolet than there are inside this year's older style full-size cars of Chevy's nearest sales competitor. That's based on U.S. government estimates of vehicle interior size as reported in the 1977 EPA Guide for New Car Buyers. The new Chevrolet with 5 more cubic feet of room. It stacks up beautifully. Now that's more like it.
Fellow Americans, stop dragging your feet. Wear kitties when you're going to go out on a date.
Look great.
But do you know your feet need a little love?
Kitty knows.
What an agonizing, enterprising, hard kind of day you spend working overtime. You.
Yeah, it's small.
You. When you shop, you need shoes for it all. I say comfort and style. If you're young at heart or young enough to remember, come to Kitty and explore at the Great American, Great American, Great American Shoe Store.
What's behind the brand of hot dogs you buy? You know you're getting solid value with Oscar Mayer and quality trusted for generations. There's wholesome meat protein from solid cuts of meat. The only meat Oscar Mayer uses. U.S. government inspected. Oscar Mayer selected. Oscar Mayer wieners and beef franks in handy twin packs. The flavor's as good as the good meat itself. Oscar Mayer, America's #1.
When did you start baking from scratch?
It's not scratch, Mom. It's new Pillsbury Plus.
A yellow cake this firm could only be from scratch.
It's Pillsbury Plus.
A cake this moist could only be from scratch. A cake this rich could only be from scratch.
It's Pillsbury Plus. The plus is pudding. Pudding right in the mix to add that moistness.
Rich flavor. New Pillsbury Plus, huh? Looks like scratch has met its match.
Cut. Reload. That's a complicated-looking machine, isn't it? Funny thing is, a lot of people still think that taking home movies is that complicated, too.
that were true, believe me, I wouldn't take them. For instance, he's reloading the film. Let me show you how easy Kodak has made it for you and me with a Kodak Instamatic movie camera. You finish one roll of film, drop another one in, you're all set. How you doing, Charlie? Taking home movies couldn't be much easier than that, could it? You know, now is the time to start, too. When the kids are growing up, you're on your vacation, save the action and the color in movies. With Kodak projectors, movies are easy to show, too. And cameras start at less than $35. Actually, you know what Kodak does for you?
Try a taste of martini. The most beautiful drink in the world is the bright one, the right one. It's martini. Anytime, any place, anywhere. There's a wonderful world you can share in the bright taste of the right one. That's martini.
Why are women so happy about new Tickle antiperspirant? Is it because Tickle is the first roll-on with a big, wide ball? Is it because Tickle comes in 4 fresh fragrances? Or is it because Tickle helps keep you dry all day? Make yourself happy. Staying drier is nicer with a little Tickle.
Gentlemen, ladies, welcome to General Foods. Today, we're proud to announce a breakthrough in coffee. We're introducing the Perfect Cup. At first, I'd like you all to taste this new product, and then I'd be happy to answer any questions. Yes.
It's rich. All right, how'd you do it?
We discovered a process that removes bitter taste. Ma'am.
What kind of process?
We found that roughness and bitter taste went out as we reduced the caffeine down to 50%.
50%? Explain why you went to 50.
Let me show you. Run the film, Mike.
Smoothness and richness take over when there's 50% less caffeine than regular coffee. The Perfect Cup.
As simple as it sounds, that's the breakthrough. And speaking of a breakthrough, let's have a coffee break.
Introducing the Perfect Cup. Once you taste this coffee, you'll have no questions.
Well, you really did it to yourself this time.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is.
Ah, those lovely bubbles. Bursting into action, instantly soothing your upset stomach and speeding relief to your aching head. Alka-Seltzer works fast.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Hello, young waffle lovers, wherever you are. Professor Goody here, high up in this bell tower. And just so that pesky waffle woofer won't follow me, I'm pulling all the ladders up behind me. There, safe at last. Now to pop a couple of delicious Aunt Jemima frozen waffles into my trusty toaster. So light, crisp, golden brown. Oh, I could hardly wait. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Waffle, 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 waffle. Sorry, Wallace. These Aunt Jemima waffles are just for me. Waffle, 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 waffle. Hey, now. Waffle. Wallace, please. Waffle, 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 waffle. Oh, very well, Wallace. Won't you join me? Waffle, waffle, waffle.
This is a waffle whiffer whiffing an Aunt Jemima waffle. You'll find them in your grocer's freezer. Is there a waffle whiffer at your house?
Waffle?
Cost of living got you down.
Prices are so high, I take a ladder to go shopping.
Cost of living got you down.
Money used to burn a hole in my pocket. Now it isn't even there long enough to get warm.
There's one bargain left in town.
Campbell's Soups. Try chicken with rice. Best parts of the chicken, fluffy rice, and 2 chicken stocks for extra flavor. About 6 cents a 7-ounce serving.
Sit right down and get your Campbell's worth.
Birth defects strike over 250,000 infants a year in this country alone.
What can we do about it? Plenty. You know, research has shown that some birth defects can be prevented by proper prenatal care, and that includes good nutrition.
Yeah, that's not bad, but 4 pounds in 2 weeks isn't terrific.
I'm Mark Hamill, asking you to protect the unborn and the newborn.
Those dirty rings. You'd scrub them, soak them, even bleach them. And you can still come out with... Ring around the collar! Now, try whisk around the collar. Pour concentrated whisk right on the dirt. It sinks in, starts to clean before you start to wash. Whisk around the collar beats ring around the collar every time. Whisk.
Here's Lucy. Was brought to you by Whisk. Whisk around the collar beats ring around the collar.
Mother Care take care of you before you're born and when you're...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mother Care, go up to 10.
You can go there when you're big, go there when you're small. You can go before you've scarcely been anywhere at all.
Now Mother Care, go up to 10.
At Mother Care, you're sure that the prices will be right for a grown-up girl or a tiny little mite.
Now Mother Care, go up to 10.
Such special care, such sensible prices for mothers-to-be and children up to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Happy families, Mother Care, go up to 10.
Fireplaces glowing, icicles growing, hearts overflowing with cheer. It's that wonderful season we all find so pleasing, the Toys R Us time of year. The world's biggest toy stores, Toys R Us. The biggest selection, Toys R Us. It's the Toys R Us time of year. Toys R Us.
My name is Mr. Bubble. Let me show you tubs of fun.
You can be a bubble nose.
With Mr. Bubble.
You can have some bubble toes.
With Mr. Bubble.
Or be a bobblehead.
With Mr. Bubble. I'm safe and gentle, and I make getting clean almost as much fun as getting dirty. Have a tub of fun with Mr. Bubble. He makes getting clean almost as much fun as getting dirty. Mr. Bubble.
What makes you think I'm a spy?
Two-way radio? Micro tape recorder?
What makes you think I'm a spy?
On what?
Chocolate. Minstrels. Not like ordinary chocolate. Crisp sugar shell on the outside and surprise, surprise, smooth milk chocolate on the inside.
Chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
You do surprise me.
Minstrels. One of life's more pleasant surprises. Candy crisp, chocolate smooth.
Have you ever wished for one product that would clean and shine almost everything in your house? Here it is, Clean and Shine. Like magic, Clean and Shine leaves a nice shine on fine wood furniture, so you don't need furniture polish. It cleans and shines mirrors, so you don't need glass cleaner for mirrors. It cleans and shines refrigerators, like this kitchen product, even countertops, tile, and vinyl. Try new Clean and Shine, the foam that cleans and shines almost everything in your house.
What's up? Dino's stolen the different vitamins we need to make Flintstones. Yabba-dabba-doo, yabba-dabba-doo. Flintstone vitamins are good to chew with vitamin A, vitamin B's, vitamin C, and vitamin D. Help your body work and grow right.
We put them all together to make Flintstones vitamins.
Mom, if your kids don't always eat right, one Flintstone each day ensures they're getting the vitamins they may need. Yabba-dabba-doo. Flintstones, regular and plus iron.
Crack open an icy cold Hams. Refreshing as the land of sky blue waters. Enjoy a cool, refreshing Hams.
whistle. You gotta have a cup of tea. Listen to the Lipton whistle. Brisk, brisk, brisk. Lipton tea.
Lipton flow-through tea bags, like 2 bags of flavor in one.
We should be working toward 21 plus campuses of roughly capacity of 600 plus students.
That's Dr. Joe Baresi with the Midland School Board talking about plans for construction. With enrollment expected to top 2,000 in the next 5 years, what will those plans entail? I'm Rob Quirk in the Channel 9 newsroom. Will new buildings be constructed? Will additions be made? And at what cost to you? Join Janet and me for Channel 9 News at 10 o'clock.
Bronco Chevrolet has discounted each and every Suburban in stock $2,000. Get great selections and $2,000 in savings from the heartbeat of West Texas.
Bronco Chevrolet.
When news happens in the Permian Basin, and you see it happen, call Newsline 9 at 561-9991.
Bite into a golden crunchy and give a little smile. Life is full of golden moments, they make each day worthwhile.
Crunchy is a golden honeycomb of hundreds of tiny glucose bubbles, covered in creamy milk chocolate.
Bite into a golden crunchy. Bite into a golden crunchy.
Once there was an ant and a grasshopper. The ant worked day and night while his friend the grasshopper fiddled away his free time. Then when the ant left on his winter vacation, was the grasshopper left in the cold? Cause the grasshopper was on the payroll savings plan. And by now, all those U.S. savings bonds added up to a big surprise to the ant and a big winter vacation for the grasshopper. Moral, buy U.S. savings bonds and you don't need a rich ant.
It's happening all around the house, right about now.
I'd like a Triscuit.
I'd like a Triscuit. I'd like a Triscuit. I know my family, and when they'd like a snack, they'd like a Triscuit wafer.
Great with cheese.
Or with a dip. Neat with jam. Or just by themselves. And they really are good. Triscuit wafers, they're made from 100% natural whole wheat. And that's good, too.
A Triscuit baked only by Nabisco.
From time to time through history, the greatest need has been for facts. Facts to know where to build new schools, new houses, hospitals, factories, roads. We need facts to help fight sickness and disease. And that is why, on April the 25th, we are asking you to fill in the 1971 census.
Good morning. Hello. How are we today? Out there in TV land? I don't know. Who the hell is this guy? I don't know. I'm just this guy that shows up in the morning and does this stuff. That's my box back there. It's Monday. It's Monday. There you go. How are we today, everyone out there in YouTube land, in television land? Yeah, let me turn that up a little bit so you can hear my heater buzzing. Yes, it's cold. When I sleep, I have to sleep with the air on because I sweat. Although as soon as I wake up, I get instantly cold and I gotta turn the heater on. So there you go. There's that. There's that little piece of trivia from my trivial life. There you go. It's Monday, so I'm a little slow today. Oh, I have a new chair. I have a new chair. It is a great chair. It is armless. So if somebody shows up, they can let me know why was I waiting for an armless chair. Anybody? 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 All right. Let's reach into the old box today and look at the album for the day. The album for the day is Baja Marimba Band. Fresh Air is the name of the album. There we go. Fresh Air. This one's for Charles. I know he digs this stuff. I know he digs it. Yeah, baby. So we'll pop that over here. And then it will be in the Hoka Taka Taka. Right there. Right there. Yeah, in fact, let me go ahead and try to keep up with what I'm doing here. Totally. I am going to open this up, and I am going to pull up my YouTube page, and I am going to share this record here on this morning's show. Yeah. So we'll bop on over to YouTube there. And we'll bop on over to YouTube there. Because that's what I do, I bop. I'm a bopper. They call me the bopper. Because I likes to bop. Yeah. Well, let's see. On one computer we have the show. And on the other computer we have this Baja Marimba Band. That's them. What is it? Band. Fresh Air. The name of the record there. Somebody's got to have it. Hey, and there it is. Hey, 10 videos, 11 videos. Individual songs. Okay. So. I'm going to view all. Share this playlist. Copy this URL. Go over to the show. Tickety tack on the show there. I don't want to listen to myself, so turn my sound off there. Hi. Hey, good morning, Joey. What's up, dude? I'm just sharing. Because my name's not Karen. Okay, and I'm going to do Baja Marimba Band. Fresh air. There. Now I have shared this record for this morning. How are we today, Joey? Are you good? Is everything okay? Hey, aren't you from Saskatoon? Boy, that's hot and good. Good and hot. Hot and good. Way doggy. I bet you can reckon what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna do some more boneheads. Alright, so this morning, in just a few minutes, I am actually going to put on a movie and watch Hobo at the End of the Line, and then we will discuss. As a movie I haven't seen yet. I've seen little bits and snippets of it, just enough to put it together to get it on the channel here. And I don't know. This one kind of struck me as interesting, just the little bits that I saw. So I thought this would be one that I need to. I have a new chair. I got no arm rests here. I got a new chair. Why am I waiting for a new chair? I don't know, but I got one now. I got one now, baby. Alright, doing a bonehead. You're tired. You sound like my daughter. You kids, you're always tired. Yeah, well, if you gotta go to sleep, you gotta go to sleep. I'm gonna miss you. But, don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Yeah, buddy. Today, after we watch the Hobo at the End of the Line and discuss it, I am going to be talking about Star Wars 1977. Mainly because I have a bunch of Star Wars stuff. So I want to share that with you. So, yeah, baby. That should be fun. It is my favorite of all of the movies. I'm not a fan of the rebooting of everything. It's just not my cup of tea. As far as I'm concerned, all of the new stuff, part 1, 2, and 3, part 5, 6, and 7, no, I mean, sorry, 7, 8, 9, and, 5 and 6. All of it does not compare. The original trilogy is fine. When they tried to do parts 1, 2, and 3, all they did was just retell the story. And then, of course, what did they do for parts 7, 8, 9? They just retold the same fucking story. So all you need to do is watch the first movie, basically, and that's all. If you get junked out and you gotta have a fix of all of these weird fucking characters, then yeah, go for it. For my money, 1977 is the one, and anything else is just crap. Alright. I am going to drop it. Okay, that's muted. So that's cool. So I'm going to get rid of it. Gonna get rid of it. Okay. Oh, that's right. I gotta go to the video time machine. There we go. And then last week's episode, video time machine. There it is. Hobo at the End of the Line. Hobo at the end of the line. Okay. There it is. There you have it. There you go. So The Hobo at the End of the Line is a 1977. It's kind of mixed between an educational film and an artsy-fartsy film. Halfway between documentary and drama. It's a docudrama. That's what they call them. So we're going to do a bong hit, drink some coffee, and we're going to enjoy this film. It's about 22 minutes long. It's not real long. So, and then we'll have a little time afterwards to discuss it. Before we start talking about Star Wars, and I can share all of my Star Wars paraphernalia with you. It's not a lot, but it is different. And I'll bet you I have a few things that some other people do not have. And I will be sharing links with that material as well. All right. Yep. So what's going on out there, Joey? I keep looking up the window, thinking you're going to pull up. That's funny. Yeah. Will you come visit me on my deathbed, yeah? You're probably the only one that I would want there. Seriously. I mean, besides my wife and daughter. I don't think anybody else would give a shit. Well. Alright. Well, you being tired, I imagine nothing much being up is like a blessing, right? You're like, oh yeah, please let there be nothing. Please let there be nothing in my immediate future. I go through that a lot. I'm like, oh please, I just want some nap time. Could I please just sleep, sir? Please, I just want to sleep. Got a stack of Post-its here I should look through. And I'll just set them here with the other. I don't need that one. Oh, reunion donations. Yeah, like that's gonna work. Grateful Dead, I already know that. Who am I? Fuck if I know. I literally said, who am I, question mark. A bunch of crap, I guess. Another one dead. Another one dead. Screenshot. Ah, there we go. How to take a screenshot. Well, I hope to see you in August. I don't know who all is going to be there. A bunch of people right now are signing up for Skydive Lake Elsinore. Two guys from the old days decided to do it, and now everybody's like, yeah, I want to do it. So, way to set the bar, Butch, and which one was that? That wasn't Donald, that was Clifford. Butch and Clifford. Yeah. So anyway, a bunch of people have already signed up. One gal has already got reservations for her and her friends. Tony and a couple other people have already said, yeah, let's do this. So in August, there may be a bunch of people jumping out of an airplane with parachutes on. So I said, yeah, let's go for it. Just not a couple of hours before I saw the post about Butch and Clifford jumping, I told my wife, I said, I would just as soon jump out of an airplane than go out in the middle of the ocean. I said I would rather jump out of an airplane than do a lot of things, right? Like take a long flight somewhere. I'm not into planes. I'm not afraid of planes. I'm more afraid of the pilots, right? Although planes don't give me any comfort either. But you don't know when you're on the ocean, the middle of the ocean, you don't know what the fuck's under you. You don't know what's down there. You don't know what's right under you. You don't know what's 100 feet under you or a mile under you. You don't know. You just don't know, man. It could be this giant mouth coming up, and then you're gone. That's it. What happened to that boat, that ship? I don't know. It had a bunch of people on it, and it just disappeared. I don't know. Happens with planes, too, right? Planes just fall off the radar, right? You know what it is. It's feeding time for the aliens. That's why we have missing persons. Yep. It wasn't so critical a long time ago when we were so spread out and the world was so detached from itself. We didn't notice so much. Now that the world is a small place and it's connected, we can see that there are a lot of missing people. Watch, I'm going to go missing now, right? Where'd he go? He was there 1 minute and then his show just stopped. No, really. What is up with that? We're going to, I guess, talk about missing people on Conspiracy Corner this week on Friday. Missing people. Totally. Aliens? Whoa, pardon me. I'm talking aliens or... Ooh. The elite. The elite. They're the ones that were in charge in the movie They Live. Right? Alright. Let's see. I better get this movie rolling or we won't have time to talk about it. Alright, people. This movie here is called Hobo at the End of the Line. It's from 1977. And it is about hobo life. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope I enjoy it. It shouldn't be too boring. Alright. And am I going to push it? Is it good to push? There we go. Yeah. Where am I? Here I am. Dresses like Lucas Nelson. I imagine this is going to be an independent film. Probably raised a bunch of money to go do this. I wonder if they found real hobos.
A little company?
Sure, come on up. Plenty of room.
Yeah, actors.
cloudy in the sky.
Is that water
and
or vinegar? It looks like vinegar.
Rain. I'm stuck here by the roadside, waiting on an old freight train.
It's empty bottle. I like to keep my pee in a bottle, so I collect it and then I drink it.
And a man could work his way on down the line.
With somebody who drinks their pee. Madonna drinks her own pee. Ew. Kooky people.
No one wants to help you when you're only passing through. If I had my way, no, I'd leave this road behind. Someplace I could find some peace of mind.
Who the hell is that?
Hobo is a working man, lives out on the road. And the bum is just a rambler who lives to dream and roam. The wino is a stricken man with no place left to go. And they're
What's he
all out there
smoking?
for reasons of
I know what
their
I'm
own.
smoking.
Now the good old working hobo is few and far between. And the winos fill the tenderloin of the cities that I've seen.
Winos fill the tenderloin.
Yeah, the jungles stand in ruin where the fires
that
once burned
tobacco.
bright. And a poe could always find a home at night. I look back with longing on the days that used to be, when I traveled with some dignity from sea to shining sea. Now I don't care for your money or your treasures
Hey,
fine
don't
and
give me no
grand.
backwash in there. Watch it. Watch that backwash. Oh, look at them chunks floating in there, dude.
You see me somewhere
Jeez.
in the skid roads or the yards, and you ask me how it's going, I say it's going hard. I say it's going hungry, boys, and ragged all the way. And the bumming's getting tougher by the day. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw, boy. Now I'm gonna make you pay for that food. Come here, boy. Uh-oh. Oh, they gotta get away from the railroad dick.
Into a bull right about now.
That railroad dick beats upside the head with a club. You gotta get off when it comes into town, and then you gotta go to town, and then you gotta get back on the outside of town. Preferably when it slows down a little bit. Anybody ever hopped on a train? Anybody? I hopped on a train once, me and my brother, when we was just little kids. Yep, it went going fast, and I had to jump off. Get off. I'm scared. It's only gonna go faster. You gotta get off. But I'm gonna get hurt. When are you gonna get hurt worse if it goes faster?
I haven't seen you quite a while.
Oh, look at this old dude.
Now, Uncle Bill's been living down there for, as long as I've known him. Always said if he had $60 for a flop, he wouldn't use it. He just as soon lived down in that tunnel there.
How'd you be there? Who's your
God,
friend?
I thought you hired on as a Santa Claus.
Well, I was thinking about it, but them kids just keep yanking away at the thing, and I don't know.
Old for you to be up here this time of year. I thought
Yeah.
you'd gone south.
Well, I was up through Missoula here a few days
Missoula,
ago, and I
Montana.
run into the old fellow that calls himself Montana Joe. Have you ever seen him with them 28-year-old logger boots on him? The back of his breeches all ripped where he sewed them up and put a big split in there. He's getting so fat now, he's like me, he can't hardly move around. But he was a fine old gentleman. There's about 4 or 5 guys in the jungle. Jake was down there with him. He had to take off, and he was going to St. Paul.
Over the pig's eye.
Yeah.
This guy just starts talking and just won't shut up. Yeah, that was this old fella.
Boy,
Wait,
now there's
wait,
an
that's me.
Irish apple that is one.
That one of them Yakima onions?
Nice
No,
onion.
no, this.
This one to myself.
You didn't get that from my state, did you, out of Idaho?
Idaho.
This
Idaho.
reminds me of when I was down in San Jose, sitting in the jungles down there, doing this. We've been working, picked up some ducks and stuff, and we had an old 5-gallon pot of stew on the fire there, and so we decided to take a walk uptown, up on the stem there.
Coffee pot.
While we're up
Coffee
on
tin.
the stem,
That's your cooking pot right there.
we come back down there, and we looked at the pot for cooking, and what do you think that idiot did?
What he did? What he did?
What do you do?
He throwed a chicken in that pot with feathers and all.
How'd it taste? Hand me that onion, will you?
Well, that copper Slim blowed his cork when he seen them feathers in that pot. I said, hold it a minute. I said, where's our wine? We had a jug of wine there, a gallon. He says, we poured that in the stew, too. He says, we poured it right in the pot. Well, you can imagine what happened to that jungle about then.
Yeah.
Old Copper Slim, he just cut loose. He kicked them fireplaces, that pot of stew over, and he grabbed a spike maul handle and started swinging clubs around there on that monkey's head. And we worked a day and a half for that meat company to get all this good meat for Thanksgiving dinner and have an idiot come along and butcher up our good old duck dinner. And I'll tell you.
How about passing me that frying pan over there?
Yeah, how about washing your hands first?
Okay, I'll sure do that.
Times in the jungle there, fry pan. You don't hardly see that anymore, you know.
Well,
like this here, like we're doing here.
Yeah.
You don't hardly see that anymore.
No.
I think that there's just too many crazy people out there.
Yeah.
There's not anybody you can ride with. There's not anybody you can jungle with. Those times,
too many crazy people in here too.
I don't see them anymore.
Well, I'll tell you, I found out coming up and down the road now.
Pasta?
I am run across 3 or 4 old-timers on the road that you'd welcome into your camp. And you know right well, this wine drinking in the jungle don't get it.
Nope.
There's a place to do your drinking, there's a place to do your cooking and sleeping. This is our
home.
Here. We don't want it all tore up, crap all over the jungles like we had before.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna heat up my coffee here. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
It's about time to eat there in about a few minutes there, and I think it will be there. Yay! Oh, the donkey day goes. Oh, you ought to see the girl when she went to that bar. Give me a little hump and a roll down. Well, there ain't no Mary when Nancy danced. Oh, I wish old Boxcar Mary was here. I'd sure give her a dum-dum-dum blow. Yeah,
get this grub out here.
Yeah. I think I make it on up, down. Yeah, get the pans out, gentlemen, and we'll be about ready here.
There you go.
Oh, you haven't ate this month?
No.
Oh, you got that old plate up there and you're ready, ain't you?
Seems like a month.
Boy, all right. We'll see if we can't just get out a little old stew over here.
Well, it looks like it's about done.
Well, we camouflage it there a little. Okay, there.
There you go, Wine.
Oh, I just set mine down.
Alrighty.
Because my old teeth are gone now, so I have to pick away a little slow. Gentlemen, you know every once in a while this thing gets a little hot of holding it.
You pour it maybe a little bit.
Well, I'm sorry we don't have any pot holders.
Well, there's I have one, but the thing caught a fire and went in the stew and it didn't taste very good. You want a little juice?
Yeah, sure.
Well, there you are.
That ought to do it.
It smells good.
Man,
Well,
I'll tell you.
looks okay to me.
That looks great. That's good stuff right there.
Well, this just beats the hell out of a $30,000 mortgage.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, those guys got their headaches. They got to meet them bills every month.
Isn't that a shame?
What bill have you got when you look up there in that sky in the morning? Yeah, that'll stay warm down there.
That's got salt there.
You was asking me a while ago. It's all right for you to get on the road like I have been all these years.
Yeah.
I don't advise this road to a young fellow like you anymore.
Looks like you got a burnt finger
when
there.
I started out, our old freight trains were running about 30 miles an hour, and they were old locals, and we went slow. And they're wrecking trains to beat 40 and 50 cars. So the
And this guy, he just never shuts up.
Well, if you're in there, you can get a bang up for life. Oh,
He probably talks in his sleep.
I am getting off the road, though, I'll tell you that. The road is getting so that I've got no jungles anymore.
And it sounds just like that.
Time you do go get
in his
one,
sleep.
here comes about 14 winos falling over my fire, knocking my soup pot down. That's all I got. Or they're coming up there looking to see if I got some food stamps that they can knock me in the head for. And today I got to lay out here in the jungle and keep a big club and a hand axe around me all the time to protect myself. That's time to get off the road.
Well, you ain't got nothing and somebody's right there wanting to take it. Oh, you watched the video Time Machine last week. Yeah, the elements that you sent me were from YouTube, and I can't use stuff from YouTube, so I had to go find my own stuff. And I think I did okay.
I think I did okay. Derailed about 4 times that I know of.
Inner city.
I expected him to go on south by now. It's damn cold around here.
You say he's going to be heading down a day or two there.
I hope so.
Living in Los Angeles, Hollywood, Pasadena, that when I was young.
Let's get down there ourselves.
And Watts. That's what I remember about inner city living from back in the 70s.
Oh, this is old Saul Negrin. Yeah. If he hasn't got it, you don't need it.
Old Saul.
Sausage and eggs, 90 cents.
Hey, give me some of that booze. Yeah, let's make a bunch of booze out of one. About a bunch of drips. Get some drips. Give me some more drips. Frickin' winos. Yeah, give me some more poison. I need some more poison. Yeah, give me a little sip of that poison. I think I'm gonna do an evening show where I gotta get some booze set up here, having some cocktails. That'll be fun.
We're going out for a walk or a ride with their good friends Moy the Moose and Scooty the
These
Owl.
guys
Now, it isn't every
keep saying how happy they are, but they don't look real happy. Yeah, I ain't got no bills. I'm a happy guy. I gotta do whatever. But then you look at their faces and they just look fucking miserable. I was miserable when I was homeless.
All of a sudden, they came into a beautiful clearing. It was stood a gleaming cottage. The door opened slowly.
Fucking miserable.
An old man came out to greet them.
And I was happy. I was happy with the little things, you know. Ooh, I get to eat. Ooh, I get to buy a pack of cigarettes. Ooh, I can have a beer. Ooh, I can smoke a bowl. You know, it was the little things that made me really happy. Oh shit.
Sure.
Getting hay-rassed. Got to have your ID.
Take that out for me, please.
You guys got money as you vagrants?
We just came in the other day.
Plan on being here long?
No, we're just passing through.
It's like Rambo.
Good for me. I'm going to take your name right back with you. Where'd you just come from?
Pasco.
Pasco?
No work down there.
Where you heading?
Oh, Minneapolis.
Huh?
Minneapolis.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, officer.
You.
Yeah, we'll go down to Deliverance Mission over here. It's Huffman. Manuel is good. Good singer.
It don't go that well when you meet up with police when you're homeless. Not usually. If you're a regular, we have regulars around here, and you can see the cops hanging out with the regulars. But, man, it's a rough life. It's a rough life. I didn't see. Did that officer sniff that bottle? Ask him why he's carrying around vinegar. That ain't vinegar, that's my pee. Oh, they're going to the mission.
ready for tomorrow may never come.
Oh, look out, Pard.
Oh, you know we have no promise of tomorrow. No, may end today. Oh, make your peace with God before this road you trot. Be ready for tomorrow may never come. Oh, won't you listen now, dear brother?
Oh, the pain.
Don't ever put it off another day.
Yeehaw!
You know God's the way. Oh, you be ready for tomorrow may never come.
He's looking up like, oh, jeez. Get me out of here. These kooks.
Don't forget to stop.
They don't know nothing. Nothing. They don't even know who I am.
Don't go on without the love of God.
They want me to fix everything. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
Be ready for tomorrow may never come.
Yeehaw!
Oh, won't you listen now, dear brother? Don't ever
I'm getting sleepy.
You know God's the way.
Middle of the city where you're gonna sleep. In a dumpster or on a mission.
Be ready for tomorrow may never come.
Yeehaw!
I want to ask us to stand, if we would, for just a word of prayer.
A word of prayer. So did you like the video time machine?
We thank you
Did you get it?
for the music, and we thank you for your presence.
Last week, that was another
We
90-minute
ask you,
one.
Jesus, to anoint hearts. Lord, we would pray tonight that someone would be
I
saved
had
and
fun
delivered.
making
We
it.
ask for this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
You may be seated.
Sit the hell down. What?
In all the years that I was on this wrong path, as I recall, in my years on the streets of Skid Row, in my years on drugs, and all this time I was seeking something that was missing in life. I was seeking this joy. It said we can have the fullness of joy, and this is what I was seeking. Not really a sin for us to want to be happy. This is what I was looking for, was happiness. Only thing, I was on the wrong path. And so, 1959, as a last resort, I turned to the Lord. I received Jesus Christ as my Savior.
There's no right and wrong. There's just good and bad.
And all things become new in Christ, and the Lord put me on that path.
Good and bad is real.
Peace forever.
Right and wrong is a judgment.
And as we pray and sing, coming home, I'm going to invite you to
What the
come
hell did he say?
tonight
I don't know. What did he say?
to the altar. If you would like to come and let us pray for you. Sing this song, coming home.
Pass me a biscuit. I'm gonna gum on a biscuit. The coffee's hot. Oh, that reminds me. I got hot coffee. Well, I guess we ain't sleeping there tonight. You sure you don't want to go back in? They're gonna have a circle jerk. Shut up. Oh, they're going their separate ways. Ah, this guy likes to go to the adult book section of town. Let me get me a dirty book. XD rated. 39 movies. Adult party film. $5. And up. Oh. He's just passing through.
It's cloudy in the sky, and it looks like snow or rain. I'm stuck here by the roadside, waiting on an old freight train.
So the guy,
Now the days have come and gone,
this actor,
when a boy had some respect,
I bet he's the singer
and a
too.
man could work his way on down the line.
Man here.
Well, the yards are getting tighter, and the empties are getting few. Seems no no one wants to help you and you're only passing.
Oh, that reminds me of living in Phoenix.
If I had my way, you know I'd see this
What a horrible place. I don't know if you're from Phoenix and you love it. Good for you. I could not stand that place. It was big, it was flat, it was a grid. There were trains and trucks and streets everywhere all the time. It was just miserable. My eye is bugging me here. I gotta leave it alone. And that's it. And basically it was just a little journey with a hobo. 1977. And there we are. Hobo at the end of the line. There you go, people. Well, anyways, so now it's time to discuss the movie. I thought it was good. I give it a 2. Really, that's it? Yeah. No, it was all right. It was all right. The actors, they could have hired some better actors. Jeez, it's like they were on a budget of a bum or something. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Hobo at the end of the line. It was, it played in the last week's video Time Machine. So if you saw the last week's video Time Machine, then you saw this. It was in episode 9 of the, once again, Video Time Machine. I really like that show. It's fun. I like doing it. I can put whatever the hell I want into it. Usually I try to put stuff in there that kind of ties together with the week of the show, the Monday stuff, the 4 o'clock movies. Yeah, I mean, you know. Totally, dude. Totally, man. Totally. Yeah. I had to try to explain to a friend who was gay, and I was listening to some Dr. Demento with him, and he's like, you know, a few years ago this would have pissed me off, you know, because this is just. And I said, yeah, I know it's stereotyping. I get it, but if it wasn't for stereotyping, the stereotypes on TV back in the 70s and 80s, I wouldn't know and or appreciate many different people and different types of people, right? And I had to tell, look, I fell in love with gay people because of the different people that I saw on television and in the movies. As stereotypical as they may have been, you know, that's how I was, and most of the people at that time were introduced to people who were different, right? A lot of people who watched Good Times, a lot of white people, didn't even know any black people, right? They didn't even know any black people. And by watching Good Times, all these stereotyped characters, they thought they were getting to know black people. And in a way they were, you know, just like in a way, you know, watching that gay couple on Barney Miller, you know, I was getting to learn and appreciate gay people. So stereotypes, in one respect, very bad. But then again, when I was younger, that's all I had. I didn't know any gay people, didn't know many black people, didn't know a lot of different. I didn't know any Mexican people, you know. But hey, Chico and the Man. There you go. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm going to do a bong hit, and then I'm going to clean up my desk a little bit here, because it's just got a few things on it. And then I'm going to start pulling out stuff from that box behind me, And I've got, oh, I don't know, maybe a half a dozen items, Star Wars related items that we are going to look at this morning. And they are original 1977 Star Wars paraphernalia items. I also have stuff from Close Encounters and E.T., among other films. Yeah, this bong hit, man. I can't wait for this. Here we go. I'm going in. It's kind of funny. I was looking for a hat for the week. And looking for a hat, I realized that I didn't wear this on my Pink Floyd The Wall day. Shirt for today. Good days ahead. Get it? Are you ahead? No, but I'm catching up. Okay. That was a good one. What is on the schedule today? Hopefully finding out something about my van. It is in the shop. And they've had it for, I think, 3 full days and the weekend. They don't do work on the weekend, so it's just been sitting there. Hopefully they'll get in Monday and it will fuck with them. I imagine they're going to say, we can't figure it out. And then I'll say, okay, look, I'm going to drive the shit out of it until the gas is down to nothing, and then bring it in. You guys drop the tank, find out what pump goes in it, filter, and change that shit. From there, get me price and availability on everything else on the fuel system, from beginning to end. And that's how we're going to do that. We're just going to fucking do it all. If they say it's ignition coils and there's 8 of them, well, let's not quibble. Let's just fucking replace them. Yeah. I don't care anymore. I just want to drive my van anywhere. If I decide I want to drive my van to the beach, I want to drive my van to the fucking beach. Period. Go to the mountains, leave state. I don't want to think, well, I need to stay within a certain tow range in case it breaks down. That's no way to live, right? I got to heat up my coffee because it's just getting a little too cold. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, I'm right back. And then we'll do Star Wars. Oh man, this is going to be great. Totally, man. Totally. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. You know what that means. Everybody run for cover. Alright. So let's see. I don't know what's going on today. I'm not sure what we have planned. My wife always knows what's up. I try not to worry about things that I'm required to do until I'm required to do them. Because then I get preoccupied with, you know, oh shit, I got to do that. I got to do that tomorrow. I got to do that in 12 hours. I got to do that in 6 hours. It's just, you know, and then I don't sleep. So I don't look at the calendar. I try not to pay attention to what's going on. Every couple of days, my daughter will say, remember, we're going to a concert. Remember, we're going to a concert. What day? That day, okay. So, you know, or my wife will say, tomorrow we got to go clean a house. I'll be like, all right, that's cool. And then I'll promptly put it out of my head and not think about it. I work better that way. My daughter's like that too, unfortunately. Bummer, pardon me. Unfortunately, she stresses out about stuff when things start to build up. She stresses about them. Luckily for her, she found out, you know, after becoming an adult, a responsible adult, that eating marijuana gummies helps that stress level, and that's really cool. She's never gonna smoke because Dad's gonna die of smoking, so she's never gonna smoke. She's not a real big drinker. She can put away that mezcal, of course. I'm sure she, you know, can handle herself. But yeah, thankfully she's never going to smoke, so that's great. That's important, and I hope she never vapes either, because either one is bad. And I hope if she does enjoy and indulge in drinking alcohol, that she does so in moderation, because alcohol is poison. It is flat poison. That's all there is to it. You know, it's made for. I mean, they use alcohol for cleaning, and it's for industrial cleaning, paint removing. I mean, alcohol is. Imagine all of the industrial applications they use for alcohol. All right. Grain alcohol. And then imagine all of that stuff that it does. Doing that to the inside of your body. Period. That's it. Just think about that. You know. It's just like smoking cigarettes, smoking marijuana, smoked meats, a fucking campfire. It don't matter. All right. That smoke is fine outside your body, but once it gets inside your body, it's completely different. I got no response from Joey about how he liked the video time machine, so I'm just gonna say, I guess it wasn't that good, huh? Like I would like it if you'd like it, but if you don't, it's okay. It don't bother me. I do it for me, so hoping that others will enjoy, hoping other people will get it, right? You get it? I don't get it. Do you get it? I don't get it. I don't get it. What's he doing? Yeah. The Old American Barn Dance is the one that I use right now for the music. This season is going to be, most of the music is going to be Old American Barn Dance, because they had a lot of crazy characters and singers and stuff on that show. I think next week, if nothing else comes up, I may use the Old American Barn Dance as the show that we're going to watch the entire show. I'm going to do that from now on, do a 90-minute show, and somewhere in that 90-minute show, we're going to watch a full episode of something. It'll only be about 22 minutes long, so we'll do half and then commercials and then the other half. So I'm trying that out now, and I kind of like that idea. So the Old American Barn Dance may be featured in the next video time machine, if not this one, then soon. There's also other stuff that I want to do. You know, I may do an entire news broadcast from back in the day, which would really be... Huh. You said you liked it. I didn't get your message. Yeah. There you go. There you go. I'm going to shrink it down and bring it back up. And, oh, there it is. Yeah, I liked it. See? Sometimes my messages just don't work right. And I don't know what the hell it is. Well, thank you for reassuring me, Joey. I appreciate it. Ah. You can just see Ace here. Ace. Space Ace.
Star Child. It's a Star Child.
Oh wait, no, he's the spaceman. Star Child was Paul. Definitely Paul. Definitely Paul. Hey, Paulie. Hey, yo, Paulie. Oh, good. I'm glad you like the video time machine. I know, it's just the run-of-the-mill time machine. You know, bops you around from here to there. I like reading the TV guide. In fact, let's go ahead and pull out a TV guide. I got my drawer filled with TV guides here. And I actually organized them a little bit. So I've got, for this month, I've got quite a few. So to this week, we're going to be reading May 1st through May 7th. Basically because I don't have a kind of an end of the month one that lines up. So we're gonna use this one. And this one here, this TV guide, right? It's got George Kennedy. All right, and this is Blue Night, this TV show that he's doing at this period. This is 1976 from May, and of course we're going to take a look at my favorite, the cigarette ads, right? Totally, because we really love them cigarette ads, man. Let's see, and they're always on the front and the back, because that's where they have the color, the good color. So they want their ads, their cigarette ads, to be colorful. I don't know why cigarettes are such a dark, dreary, yucky habit. I know, I smoked a lot. Here's another one. And everybody always looks so happy and so refreshed and healthy, and gosh, look at his skin. Well, how come you enjoy it and I don't? I don't know. How come? Let's see. And we are going to zip through, because it's Monday, we are going to take a look real quick. It's 6 a.m. on the Pacific Coast here. We are going to take a look at the weekend really quick and see what happened kind of real quick through the weekend. Saturday morning we saw the Big Blue Marble, Run Joe Run, Land of the Lost, Miss Pat's Playroom, Mr. Rogers, Pink Panther, Adventures of Gilligan. Ooh, the cartoon. That was Pebbles and Bam Bam. I love that show. That was the spin-off from the Flintstones, right? Right? Oh my gosh. So what edition is this? Where is this edition from? That's what we want to know. We want to know what edition this is. I gotta find out what edition my edition is in. And this is Central California edition. So, are we getting Channel 5 yet here? No. This is still too early to get Channel 5. Alright, well, what happened Saturday evening? That's what we want to know. Saturday evening. Oh, here we go. Future Cop. We see that in the opening promos here on my show on Monday or on Tuesdays. We see Future Cop. Did I play? I did. I played this morning on my show. I played the Television Tuesday opener. I don't know why. I swallowed a fly. Perhaps I'll die. But in that promo that we watched this morning, I don't know why we watched that this morning, but we saw Future Cop, Ernest Borgnine's show. Yeah, so that was on back in '77. And then, ooh, That Darn Cat. Now see that movie there, That Darn Cat. I loved that movie. That was one of my favorite movie. Haley Mills and Dean Jones chasing that damn cat around. That was a great. So at 8 we've got Future Cop, the TV show, and it is a premiere. It's a 90-minute premiere. And then we've got Bear Country documentary, the study of North American black bear. Decades of Decision. The week's stories profile two colonialists. Let's see. And then we got the Jeffersons. The movie is The Maltese Falcon. There we go. Doc. Mary Wicks. George Benson. Bernard Hughes. It looks like that's kind of a weird show. At 9, documentary Dying, a 1976 film comprising portraits of 3 terminally ill persons. I don't need that. Definitely not. Then we got Mary Tyler Moore, Bob Newhart, Carol Burnett, The Blue Max, World War I story. Let's go to Sunday morning and see what's on Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Sunday morning. All right. Well, I hope my messages are working now, because that's really... Yeah, it's really a bummer, man. I hate that, man. Oh, wow. What is that, rock concert? Is that Don Kirshner's rock concert? I don't know. I'm not sure. What else do we have Sunday morning? Sunday morning at 10 is usually when we got the Family Film Festival. But it's not on, so I'm just pissed off about that. That just pisses me off. All right. George Segal and Elliot Gould, right? California Split. It's a movie about gamblers, and it's really a downer of a movie. I mean, they are junked out on gambling, and they just like enable each other, and it's just horrible. It's a horrible movie. Now, the movie is not horrible. The whole story is just sad. It's really sad, you know. Oh, at 7 o'clock, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That's a great fucking movie, man. 8 o'clock, $6 Million Man. And then we've got Nova. We look at some Eskimos. Sonny and Cher. So that, in 1976, Sonny and Cher is a show that my parents would have watched. Chastity. The daughter that did not want to be on the show, did not want to be a daughter, didn't want to be a girl, who is now a man. And goes by the name Chaz, I think. Peggy Fleming. Rosemary. Baby Rosemary, all groated up. Yeah. It's a great show. It's a great show. 60 minute. And then we've got that movie, Vegas or California Split. Columbo is on at 9 as well. Seen it. It's a 2-hour one. 2 hour. The Robert Vaughn episode. All right. Here we got I love these ads here, so we got to take a look at some ads. Dissolve the fat right out of your body. All you got to do is just fill that out, send it in with some cash, and you are melting the fat away, people. All right? What are you doing? What are you still skinny for? In fact, what are you still smoking for? All right? You could stop smoking any time now, all right? In 10 days, of your money back. Really? No shit. Also at 9:30, Masterpiece Theater, or at 9, sorry, Kojak. And at 10, Bronk. Jack Palance's Bronk. Whoa, Bronk. Yeah, his name is Bronk. He's also got a touch of the Bronk. Yeah, my name's Bronk. Don't let him cough on me. Oh, jeez. Here comes Bronk. Everybody hide. Don't let him cough on you. All right, we're here Monday now. Monday morning. Monday morning. Yeah. Good Morning America, David Hartman. Captain Kangaroo. Fun Time with Al Radka, Tennessee Tuxedo, Mr. Rogers, Bullwinkle, PTL Club, Religion, Celebrity Sweepstakes, Artie Johnson, Greg Mullavey, Marion Ross, that is the mom on Happy Days, Dan Rowan, Chuck Woolery, Carol Wayne. Wow. More Sesame Street, Price is Right, Grand Ole Opry Time. Oh, Grand Ole Gospel Time. Yeah. And then we got Mike Douglas, Phil Donahue, A.M. Fresno, High Rollers. It's a new day. Hollywood Squares, here we go. Glenn Campbell, John Davison, Phyllis Diller, Lisa Garriston, George Goebel, Bernadette Peters, oh baby. Tony Randall, Wayne Rogers, Paul Lynn. There you go. Happy Days, middle of the day rerun. Richie has a date with a girl who once gave him the brush. Gosh, she said, your hair is messy, man. Take this brush. Take it. All right. At 11:30, Break the Bank game. Buzz Aldrin, Joey Bishop, Elaine Bussier, Meredith McCrae, J.P. Morgan, Lonnie Shore. Sorry, when I think J.P. Morgan, I think she flashes her breasts, so I get a little befuddled. Craig Stevens, Liz Torres, and Jimmy Walker. What else is on Monday? Monday, Little Rascals, Middle of the Day, I Love Lucy, The Marriage Go Round, Julie Newmar and James Mason. Whew. That's got to be a horrible movie. Julie Newmar was just great at dancing and being beautiful, but man, she couldn't really act a lick. Pardon my stupidity for being real. Richard Dawson, Marianne Mobley, Charles Nelson Riley, Donald H. Ross, Brett Summers, Betty White, and Gene Rayburn on The Match Game. Oh, The Match Game was great. So Brett Summers was the wife of Jack Klugman. Yeah. Right on into the afternoon. We got Star Trek, Hogan's Heroes, Adam 12, Room 222, Brady Bunch, Merv Griffin. What do we got in the evening here? Let's get to the prime time. Prime time, Monday, May 3rd, 1976. So this is about the Monday that we'd be in, right? It's a little early. At 8 o'clock in the p.m., On the Rocks, a comedy. Jose Perez, Tom Poston, Mel Stewart, DeMont. DeMont is Hal Williams. This is just a weird comedy show, and it's a repeat. Movie Banjo Hackett. Rhoda is on. And here we're talking, there's an ad in here talking about Social Security. Good luck with that. See No Evil, thriller, Mia Farrow, 1971. Western, True Grit, 1969. This is still 8 o'clock. UN Day Concert, Phyllis, Cloris Leachman. At 9, All in the Family, it's a repeat. At 9:30, movie The Keegans, 1976, Irish-American Family. We got, it doesn't, okay, here we go. Adam Rourke, Spencer Milligan, Heather Menzies. Man, Heather Menzies was just everywhere. She must have been married to a producer, because she couldn't act a lick either. Telling you. 10 p.m. on Monday. Joe Forrester, Nuestra America, Love American Style. Ozzie and Harriet Nelson star in a tale about parents planning on a separation. I just watched Harriet Nelson in the, I believe it was Harriet Nelson, in Smash Up on Interstate 5. Crazy movie. Weird movie. Really, really weird movie. True story, squashed into a 90-minute movie. And trying to cover the lives, you know, of half a dozen stories in the, yeah, it's just crazy. Late night tonight. Mary Hartman. Loretta has a spiritual dream. Mary explains her relationship with Foley. Mary Kay Place. Guests. And let's see. Johnny Carson. Don Rickles is the guest host. There you go. There you go. And that takes us into tomorrow, Tuesday. So there you go. Park this up here so we can get a look at it. And then I have to wash my hands in a bit. That's not the one. These TV guides, although that does give me an idea. These TV guides here are great, but they have that old ink on there, and after you handle so many of them, I was organizing them yesterday, and I was like, what the hell is wrong with my hands? And it had that old oily feel and smell to them, and then I realized that the only thing that I had done to cause it was to touch those. So there you go. There's that. All right, I am going to now tidy up my desk a little bit. And then we are going to look at some Star Wars paraphernalia. It's coming. Be patient, please, people. Be patient. Remember, I'm old, and I get what do you call it? Confused easily. All right. I'm easily confused. Oh, look, a bong hit. Gosh, I'm lucky. Okay. Let me go ahead and take my schedules here. This is my schedule for the week. I can go ahead and show you this because what the hell? This is how I plan my week. I plan the each episode and kind of give an idea of what I want to do for each day, and then I just kind of wing it. I don't like to do scripted stuff. I had to do that when I was younger, and it wasn't much fun. So there we go. What are we going to put here first? Well, I'll tell you what. I got some stuff in the box here. So let me check out the box. Here we go. This is appropriate to be the first one. Alright. This here is my video store copy VHS of Star Wars 1977 original version. Alright. It is... I haven't cleaned it or anything because it scares me to do anything to anybody or anything. Here, sorry. But that's what this is. It is the original. Alright. I got it as a special closeout price now. Yes, this is what we're talking about today. This is Star Wars, the original movie, with no edits, right? It's the original. I watch this thing all the time. In fact, I used to put it on going to sleep years back, and every single time it would get to where the sand people were like, oh, 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 oh. And they come up and right into Luke's face, and she's like, why'd you shut that donkey up? My wife would wake up, right? Shut that damn donkey up. Damn it. Shut that damn donkey up. Totally. Alright. So, I believe I sent a copy of this VHS to my brother when I sent him I might be mistaken, but I believe I had 2 copies, and I sent one to my brother when I sent him a VCR and a bunch of tapes, because I'm like, I got to have somebody to you know, appreciate this stuff with. It's before I met Joey. Oh, by the way, when you're ready, you can take home a VCR too. Okay, so the next one we have here out of the box is a Star Wars story book. All right, this is the original storybook. This is all the original stuff from the film, and it is 1978. So this was printed the year after the film came out, and it's great. It has all the binding's a little chewed up, but all of the stuff inside is just in really good condition, and it just tells the whole story from beginning to end using colorful verbiage and a lot of what you call it, right? Now look at this. There's Biggs. We don't even see Biggs, right? They actually talk about Biggs in this, his friend. There's so much that was cut out of this film. It was just so massive, and there were a lot of things that they had to cut out because they couldn't deal with the special effects. You see this big skeleton, this big giant snake skeleton here? They actually brought that from a museum or a film studio. I think they brought that from England, from the studio, and they left it there because they couldn't pay to get it back. It was cheaper to just pay for it than to pay to ship it back. So it's still sitting out there, unless somebody else has gone and taken it, which you never know. Star Wars memorabilia collectors. If I was a billionaire, right, and I was a Star Wars fanatic, I'd go out into the desert and I'd have that thing crated up and taken to my house. And then I'd build a desert on my property just so I could put that up on a hill, right? So go figure. It's just filled with all the stuff from the film and more. Right? It's just got a lot of stuff in here. It's got a lot of stuff, man. It's got a lot of stuff. In the original one, there wasn't enough alien stuff, right? And then he borrowed a bunch of alien faces from what's-his-face. You know, the guy I mean. And kind of filled out that bar scene. So anyway, this is my, I don't want to dwell on one thing. This is my Star Wars storybook. I need a cigarette. And let's see what else we have. This is a Star Wars pull-out poster book. I don't want to get too much into this. This is from '97. So this is crap. This is the original, or the reboot, right? So now we're going to get into, I'm just going to pull out the whole stack here. We are going to get into, well, we're still talking about the movie. So here is the movie again. Yes, this is the movie. The original 1977 movie, Laserdisc. Extended play. This is, before we had DVDs, we had Laserdisc. Alright? And this one is actually on 2 parts. Okay? This one is actually in 2 parts. There's 2 discs for this one. So this one's freaking fantastic, man. So it's the entire movie, 121 minutes, 1977, rated G. Special edition, special widescreen edition. Okay, so it gets a letterbox, which means it got black at the bottom and the top, right? That's how, before widescreen TVs, that's how they used to do it. Yeah, this is just a great way to watch it back then, because it was just, especially if you had a projection TV, then you could blast it up onto the big giant TV. So there's that. There is that. And I love the original 1977 artwork. That is great, because it totally makes Luke Skywalker look like one of those romance novel guys, right? And it's really Han Solo is like the super guy, you know. Luke's just like, geez, voice is cracking all the time. What's going on, everybody? Okay, so now we've got the original soundtrack. Okay, so this is all of the music from the film. All right, and this is great stuff. You own a few laser discs, says Joey. All right, cool. So what do you got? I got a small stack of laser discs. I have a few with me because they're of films that I'll probably talk about. But this is great because this is just an album with all the music on it, and it's got more great fucking artwork. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Right? I'm not one of those Star Wars fanatics, but I am one of those purists who just love the original 1977 film. That's it. All right. And then, now for those of you who enjoy the Star Wars storybook, all right, we also have the story of Star Wars. Okay. And this is from the original soundtrack. So they use pieces of the original soundtrack and bring us the film. Now this is one of those, this is 1977. So this is first year. This is like the film came out, it was a hit. Let's put out an album. We don't have enough artwork. Fuck it. We got a cover, we got a back. Just put some color in the middle, right? They had not enough artwork to fill the inside even, right? And there you go. Narration by Roscoe Lee Brown. So there's actual narration here, okay? So there you go. There you have it. In the last half hour here, I am going to frantically be trying to find copies of all of these things, okay? And on YouTube, and throw some links up there, all right, so that you don't have to. So this one here is my picture disc copy of the story of Star Wars, okay? So this is the picture disc version, all right, and on the back it's got that great dark Darth Vader stuff going on there, right? And what's really great about this one is that it's completely unopened. This is a brand new copy, unopened picture disc of the story of Star Wars. And that pretty much concludes my collection of Star Wars media. All right. If I look real hard, I might dig something up somewhere, but I'm not going to. So there's that. There you go. There you have it. There it is. Right now, I am going to put things back in order here so that I can bring up the, I'm going to bring up the computer, and I am going to, here we go. Here we go. All right, I am going to bring up YouTube again, and I am going to pop in some links to some of the stuff we've talked about this morning so that we can kind of stay with it, baby. We got to stay with it. We got to do that. We got to do this. We got to do that. We got to do all the other things. I don't know what's going on today. Let's talk about what's going on this week. But first, I know, you know it's coming, right? I got to get my coffee cooker thing over here. Am I getting glitchy? I feel like I'm getting glitchy. I dropped a few frames there for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Alright, I'm going to warm up my coffee. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. And, yeah. Enjoy yourselves. But not too much. Not too much. I gotta call the dentist too. I need to set an appointment where I can get in there and have them slightly adjusted so that they're not rubbing me raw. All right, what do we got going on here? All right, we're looking up some stuff this morning here. And what are we gonna do? We are going to look for the story of Star Wars. I think that's probably first and foremost, and probably what we're gonna do. Yeah. Okay, so the story. LP 1977. That's the ticket, Cricket. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Okay, so we need to find the whole thing. Oh, somebody's got it on reel to reel. That's great. Joey sent a photo. Check that shit out. He's sending a photo, man. Oh, all of his laser discs are from Japan. Well, there you go. All right, I am right now looking. All right, we're going to go up top and grab one of these. That clip 1, clip 2 of 3. All right. At double speed. No. Okay. Let's see the full list. The full list. Side 1, side 2. 3 clips for each side. I think that's the best we're going to do for this one. Let's grab it and share it. Copy. Bada bing, bang, boom. And oh baby, oh. Stop that. Give me a second, and then I can pop over and check out those photos of what Joey sent me. Oh yeah, we gotta get it while it's hot. Get it while it's hot. Yeah. And that's hot. There we go. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. Now I can paste this in there. And this is, then type in. The story of Stan, that's 1977. Full album. And that's what that is. There. Now let me bring up this other thin here. Oh, come on. Cyndi Lauper for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I love Cyndi Lauper, but no. No, there are way too many other people that should be in there before Cyndi Lauper. No, it's not rock and roll. It isn't, and it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She was more, God, what the hell was she? New wave punk, some kind of progressive punk wave shit. I don't fucking know. Let's see. I'm taking a look here at the laser discs. Wow. That is cool. That's heavy stuff, man. It's great. It's fucking great, man. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. Oh, look at that. There you have it. Oh my. Anyway, I was just looking at Facebook to see who posted what. Anywho, it's time to do another bong hit, cause man. So let's see. Let's take a look at this the storybook. Yeah, Kenobi. Let's see what Kenobi has. He's going to say. Alright. Kenobi directed Luke through the streets of Mos Eisley to a cantina where space pilots often spent their leisure time. The cantina was full of scary-looking characters. Luke had never seen so many. Ben pointed to one group. They're Calorians, Luke. Very good, experienced pilots. Stay here. I'll be back in a minute. There you go. There you go. So if your parents didn't get to take you to see this movie in the theaters, or you didn't get to watch it at all ever, you could go to the school book drive, and you could buy one of these from Scholastic Books, Random House Books, and take it home and enjoy it, and then hope you could save up enough lawn mowing money to buy the storybook album, maybe get a few posters or something, you know, and then your parents are like, get that shit off of your walls, you little punk. What, that space garbage? Quit it. What, are you going to be an astronaut, huh? All right, Joey. Hey, take it easy, brother. Peace. Take it easy, man. Have a good night. Think about coming by Friday. We're going to have a hell of a show on Friday. You gotta stop by and hang out. You gotta quiz me, man. Because the quiz knows. If anybody knows, the quiz knows. Oh. Alright. Good night, man. Have a good night at work tonight, man. Oh, yeah, Minecrafting tonight. That's right. I'm always like, oh, shit, I gotta get my act together on Minecraft tonight. Crap. That's gonna be crazy stuff. So here's my schedule for the week, and the schedule is talking about tomorrow we're going to look at some video game catalogs from 1982. Those are going to be weird because everything was just big giant pixels. It was like Minecraft, right? Everything was just totally pixelated. Even worse, you know. I mean, a guy was literally a couple of pixels running around. It's crazy. You know, one pixel moving as a leg above, you know, below another pixel that's the body. I mean, it was literally horrible. But if you've done any video gaming at all, you know that. And we're also going to look at my tiny television, my Pocket Vision, and it's a little tiny realistic Sony Watchman style television, and it still works. I've got batteries in it. We'll crank it up. I might even pipe in my VCR so we can look at a picture, so that'll be neat. And Wednesday, Old Time Radio Wednesday, we're going to be talking about the radio series Escape. And we'll listen to one of the shows, and that'll be fun. One of my favorite shows, Line Engine versus the Ants. Thursday, Throwback Thursday, we are going to be doing arts and crafts, and we are going to look at another box or case of 24 8-track tapes. Flashback Friday, we are going to look at a cigar box filled with some of my favorite memorabilia, some of my favorite paraphernalia from the past. We'll also do Conspiracy Corner on Friday. We'll do This Week in History, and I think the Conspiracy Corner, we'll talk a little bit about missing people and where do they go. Do they stay in this planet? Do they go elsewhere? What? Who knows? That's kind of weird. The movie, Hobo at the End of the Line, our featured film for today that we watched and enjoyed earlier in the show, can be found here with me talking through it, or it can be found on last week's episode 9 of the Video Time Machine. So indulge. Watch a Video Time Machine and check out Hobo at the End of the Line, as well as some great movie trailers and commercials from here and abroad from the past. Usually anything, in fact, always anything that is on the Video Time Machine is going to be pre-1990s. There will be no 1990s or later in the Video Time Machine. It will be looking at the video world of the 20s, 30s, through the eyes of the 70s and 80s, and everything in between. That's pretty much what it is. We're going to look at everything between the earliest known video film, because that's as far back as we can get, up until the end of the 80s. 89 is going to be our cutoff day. So we'll look at anything in between. Anything. If we can get it on here and on the Video Time Machine and not get in trouble, then we're going to watch it. Anybody want a cigarette? I feel like I want a cigarette. I still haven't opened this pack though, and it's probably about 6 years old, so I'm going to leave it here. Yeah, I probably don't want to smoke one of those. Those are my props. Yeah, props to you, man. Totally. Totally. Okay? Okay. Yes, I keep a pack of cigarettes out here. I do not smoke. I haven't smoked in 12 years. I haven't smoked a cigarette in 12 years. So I'm going to make a toast. Here's to 12 years of not smoking cigarettes so I can smoke more pot. So if ever you have any questions about anything on the show, just shoot me a message here on Facebook, on the posts section of YouTube. You can find me anywhere. Once again, before I put these items away, we can check them out again. This is Star Wars, the movie, the film, the 1977 film, and this is a, believe it or not, this is a video store, a video rental version, and it's still playable. I watch it all the time on one of my many VCRs. This is the Star Wars storybook, full color photographs and whatnot. It's got a little trouble on the binding here, but other than that, it's a great book. And then we also looked at the picture disc and the regular LP of the story of Star Wars. So we had those two there. Alright. And then also the soundtrack of Star Wars. Come here, Fuzzball. And then, of course, the film, yet again, only in a double laser disc, extended play, stereo version of the movie. Great stuff, great stuff. So now I can stick this back in the box. Oh, in the box of stuff for today. Because this is the Monday Movie Memories box. That's where I keep that stuff. That's where I keep that stuff there. Well, it looks as though we get to spend this next 15 minutes or so discussing absolutely nothing. So, I'm going to pull out some more doobage here, pack a couple of more bong hits, and you know what? Enjoy myself, because it's Monday, and I didn't get much sleep last night. I got great sleep over the weekend, which is probably why. Any opportunity I could to go to sleep early. It's like 5 to 8 last night, right? It's not even 8 o'clock. And my daughter comes bouncing out of her room, you know, and this and that, and I did this, and I got this going on. It's the night before, sorry, it's not last night, it was the night before last. She comes bouncing out of her room, and it's like, we're going to bed. She's like, what? It's not even 8. My gosh. I can't help it. On the weekends when I got nothing to do, I just need to worry about sleep, right? I don't eat a lot anymore, so my energy level is always really, really low. I'm still adjusting to just not eating a lot, right? I just don't. In a little while, I'll have some hot cereal, some cream of wheat, and a cereal bar mixed up into it. And then I'll have a protein shake, and then maybe some beans, and then maybe some chili or tamale or something for dinner, and then maybe some cake and milk, and that's about a day's worth of food for me. I know there's a lot of people are going, that's all? I eat that in one sitting. Sure, true that. So did I. I used to eat a lot. Until I realized that I didn't need to. Yeah. It took me a little while to get used to the idea of not eating like every 3 hours or every couple of hours, or eating those 4 times a day. You got to stop and eat. You know what? That's okay. They got to keep them slaves fattened up so they make you eat all the time. That's it. That's all there is to it. There you go. That's it. And of course, all week long we are going to be reading more TV Guide stuff, and I will be bringing you a new TV Guide every day of every week of the month. So there you go. There you have it. I'm sure there's somebody out there watching right now who could make a comment, but they refuse to. They just, I'm not that kind. I don't want to get involved. You know, when I see an accident, I'd like to just record it and just sit back and go, this is going to be horrible, right? But no, you can get involved. You can hang out. You can actually say something. It's okay. That's why I'm here. I'm here to get to know you, so you can get to know me, ask me questions, or whatever. You know, tell me to shut up. You shut up. No, you shut up. No, you shut up. There you go. There you have it. There it is. I'm really happy with the way this little tiny room is coming along. It's fun. I have my new chair here. I've covered it. I put a cushion and a blanket and my morning flannel in case it's cold. So some mornings I'll be wearing this. But it's a nice black leather chair. It's really good condition. So at some point, I will be plugging in my guitar, and in fact, here's my little Boss micro recorder, because it's got guitar effects built into it, and I can go guitar in and then come out and go right into a microphone feed here. So yeah, so that's, I'm going to be fiddling around with that. At some point I should have my guitar in my hands at all times in the morning doing my morning show, because this is the time that I'm going to be able to practice. It'll all go through my headphones and into the show, right? So that'll be fun. And then I'll get my, you know, hours worth or so of jamming every morning. So yay, I'm excited about that. I have my guitar case, or my guitar's case is back here. I've got my guitar stand. So I need to just kind of work out in this room here where I'm going to park my guitar stand, so that when I'm not holding on to the guitar, it's in the stand. I'm probably going to swap guitars on the wall. I'm going to put up my old Kramer from the 1980s up there, and let that hang on the wall. So I'm still fine-tuning the show, but nonetheless, I just love this little room here. I just love this little room and my little desk and all of my little things that I've collected here. And this is just a tiny little speck of the crap that I've collected. So at some point we'll get to look at a lot more. I've got so many more books and records and movies and artifacts from the past, electronics, 8-tracks, so many 8-tracks. Oh, so many 8-tracks. So we literally have to look at the 8-tracks in bunches, you know, as big as 20, 24, you know, in a case, just so we can get through them all. If I tried to do an 8-track a day, we would never get through them. So I'm doing a case a day, or a stack a day, or, you know, here, well, let's do this bundle of 8-tracks and look at these. So I've just got so many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of 8-tracks. And at some point we're going to do a show where we do reel-to-reel and look at some reel-to-reel machines and some of my favorite recordings on reel. Yeah, there's a lot to do here. So I gotta smoke weed to slow me down, or I'll get through everything too quick. There you go. There you have it. There it is. Baja Marimba Band. Fresh Air. Check it out. Follow that link. Good stuff. That's the LP for the day. Man, that guy can smoke. Yeah, well, it's what I do. It's my job. It's me job, eh? Yeah. I wonder what pot smokers were like in the 80s in the UK. Anybody from the UK? Can anybody tell me? What were pot smokers like in the UK? Were there pot smokers in the UK? Were they all punks? Were there rich people? Middle class? People in between? What? I mean, come on. I'm just curious, because it seems like there have always been pot smokers everywhere throughout history. There have always been pot smokers. So, you know, I'm sure there were periods in time where there weren't. There were very few in certain areas, but there were always pot smokers somewhere in the world, right? I mean, now, marijuana is so mainstream, you know, it's hard to find somebody who didn't or doesn't smoke marijuana. But what was it like in the 80s? Let's just say the 80s in England. What was smoking pot like? Where did they get it? Where did it come from? It would probably have come from Europe, Afghanistan, Asia, and that kind of shit. Since America was mostly getting our weed from places like Mexico and Hawaii and a few places in the United States. Where was England getting their weed, man? You know, did they have people like my parents who would go to other countries and bring weed back and smuggle it in? You know, because my parents did that in the 70s. They would drive a motorhome down to Mexico and take the whole family down, and we'd drop the motorhome off, and they would pack the motorhome filled with pot, and then we'd pick the motorhome up and have a good weekend cruising around, careful not to use the dump tanks, and then drive back across the border with just, you know, a ton of weed. And had we been busted, my parents, we us kids would have just wound up in foster homes and being adopted and all of that. I would have wound up a completely different kid had my parents gotten busted. Smuggling dope back in the 70s. True that. True that. I'm telling you. Oh, it makes me want a cigarette. Man, I need a cigarette. Gotta get a smoke going on here. My friend Andy, when we were in junior high, he smoked Camel non-filters. His stepfather smoked them, so he would just steal cigarettes from his stepfather, which is when you're young, that's where you get your cigarettes, and your dope usually is from your parents. So my parents didn't smoke cigarettes, so I would take their dope, right? How much weed? They got several ounces there. I'll take one of those 8th baggies. Yeah, so, but he smoked non-filters, right? I mean, he was barely in his teens, I believe, when he started smoking non-filtered cigarettes. That's crazy, but that's reality, you know. If you look at the film Paper Moon, which is one of my favorite films, and we're going to discuss that one at some point. Paper Moon, the girl in there, Addie Pray, played by Tatum O'Neal. Academy Award. She got an Academy Award for that. Her father was so jealous. If you look at her in that film, he actually convinced his daughter to smoke cigarettes during that, right? It's going to look real if you're smoking cigarettes for real, but I don't smoke. You're an actor. You learn how to smoke cigarettes. So he convinced his daughter to smoke cigarettes for the film Paper Moon. And she smoked non-filtered cigarettes in that. Wow. Right? So there's that. Wow. There's just a wowzers. So we're gonna bust out a bong hit here, because it's just about time to get on out of here for the day. Unless anybody wants to talk about something, then I'm more than willing to stay around a little long. So hit me up if you got any questions about anything from this show or a previous show, or anything that you would like to talk about in an upcoming episode, or talk about now. That's kind of why I'm here. I'm here to talk about me, and to talk about stuff, and to talk about things that I like, and people I like, and places I like, and yeah, this is where I just kind of let it all hang out. All right, let's go here. We're going to get another bong hit in and another swag of coffee, and then we got to get rolling. because people are commenting on my photos. Totally. Yep, I am the real deal. That's all I can say about that. Right now I'm in hibernation recluse mode, just hiding from the world. This is as far out in the world as I get, other than with my wife and daughter out to do a few things. So this is it. This is all you get, people. If you want to see me, here I am. I'll be on tour in August. In August, I'm bringing a 1 week, 1 town tour. Elsinore, live, for 1 week. They were done. No shit. No shit. Alright, let me get over here. Whack it to 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 whack it to. I'm just booting up my end credits here because that's what I gotta do to end this show. Alright, well, I guess there's nothing else left to be said this morning. Once again, I enjoy being here. Because I can't sleep anyway most days. So, this is nice. I missed being here during my time off. So I'm going to be doing this until I stop breathing. That's it. This is the last season because I'm not messing around. The last one I did, season 3, was 160 episodes-ish. So this is the real deal now. This is the real deal. Alright, well, I guess it's no time like the present. It is 7 in the a.m. here on the Pacific coast of these here United States, this disjointed United States. Well, what can I say? You know, the usual. Be nice to each other. Spread peace and love, not bullshit. Alright? Get out there in the world and do something for yourself, but do something for somebody else too, because we're not alone, you know? Take care of each other out there. Check on your neighbor. See what your neighbor's doing, alright? Most especially stay weird, because if you ain't weird, ain't nobody gonna be weird for you, right? Alright, people. You all take care out there. I hope you enjoyed the show. I certainly did. I will be back this evening for Minecrafting Monday. I'll pick out some kind of Grateful Dead music to listen to, I promise. And I will be back tomorrow morning, hanging out, doing the same old bullshit. So, yeah. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. See you later. Adios.